Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for today's MLB slate on Saturday, August the 3rd. Full slate of games today on Saturday. We do have a few early games today, but not too many early games, so I think it's like a 10-game slate starting at 7 o'clock, so plenty of games, 7 o'clock or later. I got two plays I do like for today. Both the plays we're going to talk about in this video are coming from the later games, so I know I'm posting this video around lunchtime on Saturday, but the plays I give out in this video coming from the later games, so you'll have plenty of time to get these plays in. We got two picks for today. As always, guys, we're going to talk through these two plays. We're going to share why I like them. Now, before we do get started, make sure you guys hit that like button down below. If you have not yet, hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, and if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, be sure to sign up. Use that promo code NOAH, and when you place your first $5 lineup, you'll instantly get $50 in promo funds added to your account. I got some new graphics, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. Play $5, get $50 instantly. That's a new promo Prizepicks is running for new users. So if you don't have an account on Prizepicks right now, make sure to sign up and use that promo code NOAH so you do get those $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account once you place your first $5 lineup. And also, we do have a partnership with Sleeper. If you guys want to check out Sleeper, you can do so as well. Just make sure to use promo code NOAH over on Sleeper. And if you don't know what Sleeper is, they are a DFS pick'em app similar to Prizepicks, where you're just picking more or less on player projections. You're building out an entry. You can make up to an 8-pick entry on Sleeper, and you can win up to 100x your money. So if you guys do want to check out Sleeper, make sure to do so. Use that promo code NOAH. When you sign up, get your first deposit matched up to $100. But let's go ahead and talk through the props, guys, that I'm liking for Saturday. Now, I do want to recap our two plays from Friday. So we gave out two picks Friday. We hit one of our two plays. We did hit Joe Ryan over 6.5 strikeouts. Ryan had a pretty good game against the White Sox. I think he finished with like 7 or 8 strikeouts, went over his K prop. But unfortunately, we paired that with Jurickson Profar over 6.5 hitter fantasy score, and that pick lost. Profar went 1 for 4, had a walk, so he only had 2 fantasy points. But if you actually look, if you look at his last at bat, I actually put the video on my Twitter. He got robbed of a home run in his last at bat. It was a ball that he hit. He hit it hard, like over 100 miles an hour, hit it like 400 feet, and Brenton Doyle literally like climbed the wall and robbed the home run from Jurickson Profar. So Profar should have had a home run last night, got robbed of a home run in his last at bat. Obviously, that would have cashed his fantasy score, but didn't hit. That's one of the reasons I don't take hitter props often. I feel like I don't really get hitter props right when I take them. Even when I do take them, they're just frustrating to bet. It's just hard to sweat out hitter props because you're only getting like 4 at bats, and you gotta, if your guy starts off 0 for 3, you're pretty much chalked unless they can like hit a home run in their last at bat, which almost happened for Profar. He almost got a home run in his last at bat, but Doyle robbed him of his home run. That video is on my Twitter if you want to go check it out. But we got 2 more plays, guys, for Saturday. Let's see if we can bounce back today. Still on a 5-1 run, over our last 6 picks. We've hit 5 out of our last 6 picks. Let's try and keep that going today. So first pick I'm liking for today is going to be a strikeout prop, and the prop that I'm liking here is Garrett Crochet. We're going to take Garrett Crochet for more than 5.5 strikeouts. Now, if you look at Crochet's recent games lately, obviously it doesn't look great. He's had some rough outings. Now, I do want to say this, don't even look at this outing because that was the All-Star game. Obviously, the All-Star game, he only threw 1 inning. But against Miami, definitely a good matchup. Only had 5 Ks, only had 4 Ks in a good matchup against Pittsburgh. Did bounce back with 7 Ks in his start against Texas, and then did struggle in his last start against Seattle, only 3 Ks. If you look at Crochet's game log lately, like if you look at his innings pitched, his pitch count, he's not been pitching much at all lately. So like this game against Pittsburgh, I guess I should have mentioned, he only threw 2 innings in this game against Pittsburgh. He was limited. That was his last start before the All-Star break. They wanted to make sure that he was going to be fresh for the All-Star game. They didn't want to really push him. And if you look at the start against Miami, he did throw 93 pitches, but was only able to get through 4 innings. Only pitched 4 innings against Texas. Last start against Seattle, only pitched 3 innings. So Crochet has definitely been limited lately, but I think they were limiting him because it was very likely that he was going to be traded. Obviously, the trade deadline is past now, so Crochet is going to stick with the White Sox for the rest of the season. I'm expecting Crochet to get back to somewhat of a normal pitch count. I don't think they're going to keep limiting him to 60 pitches every start like he has been throwing his last few starts. I would expect him to get back to probably 5 innings, 80 pitches here. And if Crochet can go 5 innings, I think he's got a pretty good chance at 6Ks because Crochet is one of the best strikeout pitchers in the league. If you look at his strikeout numbers this season, he's got a 34.6% strikeout rate, which ranks 98th percentile. That's one of the best strikeout rates you'll see among starting pitchers. And if you look at his whiff rate and his chase rate, he gets a ton of swings and misses. He gets a ton of chases on his pitches. 92nd percentile in whiff percentage, 88th percentile in chase percentage. So Crochet is a very good pitcher with very good strikeout stuff. It's just lately he hasn't really been pitching that well. Plus he's had a pitch count on him. They've been kind of limiting his innings. Well, now that they didn't trade him and he's going to stick with the White Sox for the rest of the season, I'm assuming he'll be on somewhat of a normal pitch count. Now, is Crochet going to go out there and throw 100 pitches today? Probably not, but will he throw probably 80 to 90 pitches? I think there's a good chance he'll throw 80 to 90 pitches, and that should be enough for him to probably go 5, maybe 6 innings if he's efficient. Lately, though, he's only been able to go like a few innings. Like, again, against Miami, he only went 4 innings. Against Pittsburgh, got pulled after 2 innings because they were limiting him in that start. That was his last start before the All-Star game. Then he only went 4 innings against Texas, only went 3 innings against Seattle. He just hasn't really been able to face a ton of batters lately because he's been really inefficient with his pitch count. But Crochet is a really good pitcher, and I don't expect him to continue to struggle like he has been. Plus, this matchup against Minnesota is one that does present some strikeout upside. Now, if you look at Minnesota this season against left-handed pitching, they do have actually a fairly low K rate. Like, if you look at their K rate for the whole season against lefties, they rank 21st in strikeout rate, 21% strikeout rate against left-handed pitching. But as of late, the Twins have been striking out a lot more against lefties. Over the last 30 days, 13th in strikeout rate, 24%. Over the last 14 days, they have an even higher K rate, 11th in strikeout rate, 25.8% over the last 14 days. So the Twins for the whole season kind of have like a below league average K rate, but the last 30 days, the last 14 days, they've been striking out a lot more. And again, Crochet's a great pitcher, really good strikeout upside. He can strike out anyone. I mean, he's got that good of stuff. He could go out there and get double-digit Ks against any team. I think the reason we're getting this line at 5.5 is, for one, because Crochet has not been pitching that well lately, and for two, we don't exactly know how deep he's going to go into this game. But because he did not get traded, and since he is going to be on the White Sox for the rest of the season, I'm assuming the White Sox are going to use him kind of as a normal pitcher. Maybe they won't push him too far, like 100 pitches, but I think he'll probably get back to at least like 75, 80 pitches here. Should be able to probably go about 5 innings, maybe more if he's pitching well. And if he goes 5 innings, I think he can get 6 Ks, especially against a Minnesota team that's been striking out a lot more lately. So I do like that as our first prop for tonight. And then the other prop that I like is a pitcher fantasy score, and we're going to take Bryce Miller for more than 28.5 pitcher fantasy score. And let's talk through this prop on Bryce Miller and why I like this one. So Bryce Miller's game log looks really good lately. He's been pitching well. He's gone over this fantasy score line in 4 straight starts. What I like about Bryce Miller tonight is that he's pitching at home. And Bryce Miller has had really, really good splits at home just the last 2 seasons. And it kind of makes sense. It does make sense because he pitches his home games in Seattle, and Seattle's ballpark has been by far the most pitcher-friendly ballpark the last few seasons. If you look at this season at home compared to on the road, Bryce Miller has a 1.88 ERA at home this season, 5.37 on the road. So he's been significantly better at limiting runs at home compared to on the road. And then if you look at last season, a 3.65 ERA at home, 5.18 ERA on the road. So he's had over a 5 ERA on the road his last 2 seasons. At home, though, ERA below 3.65. He had 3.65 last season, 1.88 this season. He's been really, really good at home this season. And then if you look at his fantasy scores at home, 40, 29, 27, 49, 55, 40, 43, 52, 46, 41, 21. So he's only gone under this fantasy score line twice at home this season, and the 2 starts he went under were against Minnesota and against Boston. Those are not the easiest matchups. Today's matchup against the Phillies on paper is pretty tough. The Phillies are a good offense. They hit right-handed pitching well. But lately, the Phillies have been slumping. If you look at the last 30 days against right-handed pitching, the Phillies actually have the 4th lowest WRC+. Only the White Sox, Guardians, and Rangers have a lower WRC+ than the Phillies over the last 30 days against right-handed pitching. So this Phillies lineup has been slumping lately. They've not been hitting the ball well. I think last night, I want to say they got shut out last night. The Mariners kind of whooped up on them. I think they beat them like 12-0 last night or something. But yeah, the Phillies, they got shut out, or maybe they only put up like a run or 2 last night. they've been struggling offensively. They're fourth lowest WRC plus last 30 days, fourth lowest batting average as well. I think they're bottom 10. Let's see, I think they're bottom 10 in slugging as well. Yeah, 24th in slugging, 25th in OPS. Like, they've really been slumping lately. They're top 10 in strikeout rate as well, 24.3% strikeout rate over the last 30 days. So I kind of like this matchup for Bryce Miller, pitching at home where he has pitched significantly better, and he's facing a Phillies team that has really been slumping lately, been striking out a good amount, and just not been hitting the ball well. I think we got a good chance at a quality start here for Bryce Miller. If he can go 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, that would put him at 31 fantasy score, and that's even without factoring in potential for a win. Do I expect Bryce Miller to get a win here? No, but could he get a win? I think it's possible. I wanted to look at the odds for this game and see if the Mariners are favored. Let's see. So the Mariners are slightly favored, minus 119 at home tonight. I don't expect a win for Bryce Miller here, but maybe he could get a win. But yeah, 6 innings, 5 Ks, 2 earned runs. That's kind of what I'm expecting. That's a kind of a rough projection for Miller here, and that would put him at 31 fantasy scores. So I definitely think this line of 28.5 is a bit low. I think I would be okay playing this up to 30.5. Anything higher than that, I would probably fade it. But at 28.5, I do like the over on this. I think this line could be a little bit higher. Again, I know the matchup on paper seems tough against the Phillies, but the Phillies been really slumping lately, and Miller pitching at home is where I like to back him. I think Bryce Miller's just been a completely different pitcher at home this season than on the road. So that's what I'm liking as our 2 props for today, guys, for Saturday. We're going to take Garrett Crochet for more than 5.5 strikeouts, and we're going to take Bryce Miller for more than 28.5 pitcher fantasy score. So got 2 plays for today. Hopefully we can hit both these plays. We can bounce back after we should have had a cash yesterday, man, but Profar got robbed of a home run in his last at-bat. It is what it is. We'll get back at it today and hopefully hit both these plays today. So appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you hit that like button down below if you do enjoy these Prizepicks videos. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And again, guys, if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, sign up, make a deposit, use promo code NOAH. When you place your first $5 lineup, you'll instantly get $50 in promo funds added to your account. That's a new promotion Prizepicks is running, and it's available only for new users. So it's a promotion that, if you already have a Prizepicks account, unfortunately doesn't apply to you. But if you don't have a Prizepicks account, this is an incentive to sign up right now to get those $50 in promo funds that pretty much are instant. You just have to place a $5 lineup. But yeah, that's all I got for tonight, guys. Good luck on this slate, and we will see you guys in the next video.